Back when the pandemic happened, a lot of people needed laptops for their kids to study. And Chromebooks was one of the laptops that everyone sought after because they are affordable. They can run whatever the kids need, like Google Classroom or Google Meet, and also all of the Google Sheets and whatnot. So when the pandemic was over and everything opened back up, then those kids returned to school physically. And what happened is that those Chromebooks eventually need to be, well, they're no longer needed more like, and they are repurposed. So what happened is there are companies bringing in Chromebooks from other countries, refurbish them, and then sell it out again at literally the cheap price. This box here is a Chromebook. Of course, they have the distributor name as well. It's technically the reseller who imports all of those unused Chromebooks and then refurbish them and sell it out again. This company is called Incore, hashtag not sponsored. It's just that if you want to get them, then you can follow all of these links here. And the packaging is, well, we have already torn it apart, but so when you open it up, what you get is this laptop itself in this kind of a bubble wrap. And then I don't know how they do it, but you get the power brick, of course. A mouse. Of course, they call it a game mouse, not even a gaming mouse, but it's usable. And then you also get a kind of a felt-like laptop sleeve for the Chromebook. Of course, I'm not gonna touch all of these things, and I'll just leave the box on the floor. So the laptop in itself, one telltale sign that it is refurbished is because at the bottom here, you can see this kind of sticker that goes through all of the checklists and also the condition and whatnot. And as you can see here, this is a Dell Chromebook 11 3189. And then it has 4 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of eMMC storage. Chromebooks, they don't need anything advanced, and actually it runs really smooth with these kind of specs. And you can see here, it does have Play Store, and it also has a touchscreen as well. Some Chromebooks, if you haven't already know, they come with a stylus too. So it kind of depends on what model you want. Some of them are a bit more premium than the others, but it really depends on what you want, because the list of options available for Chromebooks kind of endless. So one thing you can do is, of course, flip it 360 degrees, but I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just gonna lay it flat like this for the top camera to see. So we'll go through the typical Chromebook setup process. And you can see it tells me if I want to sync everything, I'll just say yes. And there we go, it's all set. Let's just get started. Okay, so one thing that they have explicitly stated is this sticker here. It's written partially in Malay, so they first tell you to charge it 3 hours or full, and then bila buka flip akan auto on. Okay, so it just tells you that it will automatically turn on when you flip it open. And it also tells you tidak boleh install software besar, which means you cannot install big software, well, large size software. And also it tells you if there's any issue, please do just message them on Shopee and just chat with the seller. They also tell you please do not update to the latest firmware. Where is it located again? Jangan update kerana ini adalah convert laptop. That means it's a convert laptop. I don't know what that means, but it just tells you do not update. In the settings here, it does tell you that this is technically the last version of the software available. This is the last automatic software and security update. So that means this laptop is considered EOL, and that is why they are letting it go for so cheap. But everything works really well. So as you can see here, this is the welcome screen for Chromebooks, and then you can go to the Play Store, install apps. Mind you, a lot of apps still work. So if you want to go for apps like, well, for your kids, let's just say Duolingo or something, you can still install and run it, no problems at all. And you can practically do everything on the Chrome browser as well. So let's just say if you want to go here, then yes, there's no problems too. You can just browse web do whatever you want, and it's definitely not the smoothest experience ever, but for the price you're paying, this is very good. Because Chrome OS is literally running on Linux and it's not that demanding. And as far as I know, this laptop is using Intel Celeron 5060 something, I don't really remember. Scrolling web pages, real smooth, you can do whatever you want. Okay, now one problem is if you want to watch YouTube videos, because I do realize the main drawback about this chip is the integrated GPU. It's not really that powerful. So this is a 1080p video. You can see going full screen is kind of laggy, but it works. And once the video gets playing, if you try to seek it, it will take a really long time to load because of the GPU. But other than that, it's fine, no problems here. So that is considered impressive, considering the price of this laptop. And the only problem that I can see here is actually the screen having a bit of delamination here, but otherwise the overall condition of this laptop is, I would say, 100% usable. It's actually better than expected for a refurb laptop of this price. Now, of course, I've been mentioning this price for a lot of times, and it's below 200 ringgit for this specific model. Yeah, it has touchscreen, Chromebook, fully usable, and you can get quite a lot of studying done, and also potentially work as well, because you know, if your work just revolves around a web browser, then this isn't an issue. There are non-touchscreen versions, the less fancier versions, for even cheaper price of just about 120, is it? 120? Yeah, about that. 120 ringgit for a Chromebook that you can actually use. The keyboard is actually not bad at all, because I can see myself typing on this. And touchscreen, yeah, everything works. For this price, it's magnificent. I know a lot of people will say that the price actually looks like, it's kind of sussy. Yeah, look like a scam on Shopee, but we decided to give it a try, buy one, and it actually works. No problems here. So again, hashtag not sponsored. We just want to talk about these kind of deals on Shopee. And yeah, if you really need something really low in price that works as a laptop, then yeah, these kind of Chromebooks from InCore works. So yeah, if you have any other questions, then do let us know down in the comment section below, and we'll see you guys in the next video. A bit old in terms of the specs and model, but for this price, you can't really complain. Oh, by the way, Chromebook batteries last a very long time.